Previously on T&C D&D.
So I'm going to go down to the scene of the carnage. I'm going to pick up that loose eye, because I want that.
It's an eye belonging... This is a pun I wrote, so it's an eye belonging to Captain Bird. What did you just pick up?
Captain Bird's eye.
Hey!
This is the captain of your ship.
Oh, I had to...
Fuck you.
That's the only reason I had him in here.
Fuck you.
Okay, so you've got Captain Bird's eye. Michelle Rodriguez, you've been knocked unconscious. No. He's also going to leg it across the room.
And you're not going to follow him, guys, because you have to save me.
No, he's coming at us. Fuck you.
Oh. We need to go where he was going to see what he was running towards.
So just to set the scene again, there's bookshelves. Next to that, a treasure chest. A few empty glass display cases, like it's lit up with braziers, and behind his little throne, next to his desk, is a stack of jeweled boxes. So you're going for the treasure chest, you said?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Cool. Inside is just a pile of gold coins. You count out, it's roughly about 900.
Is this the way that the fancy Dan was heading towards, or is this?
He was trying to get this way, yeah.
Well, we need to go see what's happening there, but there's a map here that needs deciphering.
You can keep it. You can
We
take
can
it all.
keep the
yeah.
maps. They're
Yeah.
like little stone tablets, aren't they? Right?
It looks like it'll take some time to put it together like a jigsaw puzzle, but you
Yeah.
reckon you can crack it with enough time?
Well, Snaggletooth's got a big bag, doesn't he?
yeah.
Chuck it in
It's
your
not-
bag, Snag.
They're not heavy. You can tote them around with you. So yeah, the corridor eventually widens out into a cabin, and you see not an old friend, but a white horse that you recognise as the one that the dude rode in on, just munching on some hay. Your ability to speak to horses, and this is all the master's stuff.
I'm sorry, I don't want to sidetrack the story here, but wouldn't the horse be like, holy shit, someone's talking to me? So we're going to leave all the magical items here and then just go get the source of the magical items?
I think so. We
Yeah,
got
I
enough
think
gold to last
with
us.
this.
See, it seems a shame not to take anything. I just do this and I grab the nearest thing behind me.
You grab a
That.
I've rubbed these
What
on
is it?
a different bit of paper, of course.
I don't do magic anyway, so none of this is any good to me. I just want to take a keepsake because I'm, sentimental.
It's worth a bit of money.
Yeah, we could sell some stuff.
So you grab like a couple of staffs and a ring,
Cool.
and I'm assuming you're going to let this horse lead you off on your next grand adventure.
Yes. We put Michelle Rodriguez on the horse, and we walk behind it.
You head off like out the cave towards more woodlands. Behind you hear like what sounds like you don't hear anything. There are a bunch of halflings stuck in a cage.
Oh, the
They're gonna
half.
be let out eventually, right?
Oh.
And you've taken all their money and left them in a cage.
Ah.
Hooray! You're heroes.
Cliffhanger!
Oh, they probably would have been better if we just set them on fire, I guess.
It would have been better.
I fucking forgot that.
Another company I hate.
I have a message along the top of the screen that says, avoid legal snags by telling people that they're being recorded.
Okay.
My permission to be on TV. I want my face blurred.
Yeah.
It already looks pretty blurry with that camera, to be honest. So.
Yeah. I just use my laptop camera, which is pretty.
You know what we didn't mention last time? Like, the first time we recorded last time, it was during like the first lockdown, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was like coming towards the end, and it was the first time I shaved my head in months.
Because you'd
And
been
the-
at my
the
house
raise-
earlier that day.
Yeah, and the razor broke halfway through, and I didn't have time to recharge it before coming to record. Like, you can't really tell because the picture of my head's so small, but that was like a really bad head shave job. But now, I'm looking all streamlined and pretty.
Yay.
You're welcome, the internet. So here we are, gang. It's T&C D&D, issue number 4.
3, isn't it?
I was going to say
No,
3. Like
it's
that would have
4.
rhymed. That would have been brilliant.
Unfortunately, no. We recorded the first one in one sitting, and I managed to break it up into 3 episodes because I don't see why people would sit there and watch an hour and a half or like 2 hours of one campaign. But if you do, that's your call. here we are doing it
To
in
you.
bite-sized ambiatic bites for you because that ambient stuff really takes a lot of time to get together. Last time was when there was a goblin wedding. Some dicks were grabbed. I'm not saying who by. An evil Captain Birdseye was slain. There was a talking horse.
Yep.
This is all going to be covered in the recap before. This is just to remind everyone who's playing now because it's been a month or so since. And then we rode off into the distance as triumphant heroes.
And you forgot to rescue the
Sometimes
halflings.
triumphant
Someone
heroes
will come along. Okay.
forget to rescue
They're still,
people.
like,
Will
locked
you
in.
stop bringing that up?
Still locked in the cage, like
Enough
"Come
already.
back."
Listen. We can't save everybody. All right,
Or
we're just
anybody.
we're three people who are on a vacation from work. I didn't just sign up to be a hero. I'm just a normal tech consultant for an IT firm. I don't know what it is our company does. I'm going to say that's what we do now.
A tech.
Yes.
We've invented the internet. It's going to change the world.
Quinny, your character is Badge, and you are here because you are on the T&C company, the writer and producer and star of Edquiring Minds with Stephen Edwards.
Yes.
It's the internet's favourite show, as I understand, that you can now watch on YouTube.
That you can now watch on YouTube. Yeah.
What's your favourite episode of Edquiring Minds, Quinny?
Oh, you're asking me to pick my favorite child. I really dig the llama episodes.
A lot of people like
that
that llama
solid
episode.
fucking gags in that llama episode.
Go into tophatsandcanes.com/Edquiring Peep at 10 to find that episode.
We named one of the llamas Barabbas after the man that the Jews could have picked to be released instead of Jesus. I think that's such a obscure joke. Chef's kiss.
And one of them was called Pete Sampras. so that just shows you the level of intelligence that we're working on when we write comedy. Your character in this is Badge, and you are some kind of wizard. No, you're what are you?
I'm an elf.
You're an elf. You're a high elf, like that's been lost his faith. Yes.
An acolyte of the neutral alignment.
And in the office that we all work in, what was your job?
Ooh, I can't remember.
Can I just interrupt with you, like retconning your own backstory to somehow completely have this medieval fantasy world having a IT consultancy? Yeah. You all met at Jenny's party.
Yeah, but we all worked with Jenny in the same office, didn't we? I thought that was just how this made.
And you can decide your own backstory.
If we're in the office, I'm going to start a gym on the camera.
Okay, that's a gag moving forward. My Hensman of Motorhead Monthly, available on Top Hats and Canes. How are you doing there, my Hensman? I like your setup there.
Yeah, I'm in the loft.
Matt looks most comfortable out of all of us.
Oh, it's great. It's like this is my cinema screen, which is a bed sheet nailed to the wall.
Matt's loft is boss.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm doing all right.
My Hensman of the Motorhead Monthly podcast. What's your favourite episode of the Motorhead Monthly podcast, available on tophatsandcanes.com?
I don't know if I like the albums we like more or the albums we just ripped the shit out of more.
There's a lot to choose from as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Orgasmatron was good as a good album, but the Fastway stuff was fun because it was Fastway.
Don't talk to that guy in Fastway about Fastway was the lesson from that.
Are there any like albums you guys dislike though? Because I thought you guys were both huge Motorhead fans.
There's like like some things that get a bit more proggy than others when there's different people that come in. You've got to listen to the Motorhead Monthly podcast to find out these very interesting opinions.
Yeah, some of the mid-90s or some of the really early 90s ones are just a bit like, there's like nothing memorable. So like usually on an album there's like, it's like the singles that are good, but like on a lot of the early 90s stuff, there's not even that. It's like these are just a bit dull.
The Jack Daniels and Speed years, which were all the years.
Most of the years. Matt Hensman, what's your character name and what are you?
He's Snaggletooth and he's a half orc.
He's a half horse, half orc. And in the office,
half orc, half barbarian.
I like to think that Snaggletooth was just like invited to this party because he works in the office, but like he's like the car park attendant or something like that. He just got like a pity invite. Like, oh, you should come to this party I'm having.
Or one
And
of
then he
those
showed up.
you invite and you don't expect to show up. It's like, yeah, just
Exactly.
the pity invite.
Cursory invite.
No one knows him.
And my name is Liam. I am the guy who does a lot of the stuff at T&C, the Top Hat Arcade website, including Jon Catch, the audio sci-fi post-apocalyptic detective series, which all my episodes are my favorite. All the episodes are my favorite. You can watch them there. Some of them are online as well on YouTube. But also, don't forget to check out the very popular Let Me Tell You Why That's Funny videos on YouTube. And also, there is some other videos on animation that are doing really well. Really well. Animation Opinions, that's called. So go check them out. My name in the game, though, is Michelle Rodriguez. It's spelled differently. Please don't sue. I am some kind of rogue, and I don't take shit from no one. That's my whole thing.
And what are you wearing?
I'm dressed exactly like Michelle Rodriguez and the third act of Machete when she's got the eye patch and the leather bikini.
Yeah.
Well, leather bikini top, but the leather pants.
Yeah.
Are you
With
not cold,
traditional
though?
badass.
With the corporate lanyard.
I'm not with my IT lanyard around my ample chest. Yes. So that only leaves one person left to introduce, and he is Matt Holland of the Danny Trio Fan Podcast, a big part of the Jon Catch podcast as well, and the Big Show podcast. What's your favorite episode of all of those things, Matt Holland?
I am really partial to the episode where we just slag off Charles Bronson for like an hour.
Oh God, it's like Death Wish 3.
Death Wish. No, it's Kinjate, Forbidden
Oh
Subjects. Like,
no, you can't recommend that to people. It's
it's a bad episode. But, like we are both so angry at that movie.
Oh
like,
God, 80s cinema, 80s
yeah,
Reagan action cinema.
We're not happy with that at all. I like the ones where we don't like the movie and we just rip it to bits of fun. But also Blood In, Blood Out. If you want a good episode, that's like a movie we actually enjoyed, because there are some good stuff, good things in there.
Do you remember that when we watched that movie Guns?
Oh, I hated that one so much.
From the little-known tits and bullets genre, which is not a genre we named; it's an actual thing. It's just about bikini babes and guns. Really good.
So bad. Like it made me really angry. Like, cause it's like I felt like just betrayed by the whole thing. I was expecting like a good time of like, tits and guns. That sounds fun. It was just a nonsensical mess that wasn't even bad enough to be so bad it's good.
Yeah.
I hated it so much. Really. It's another classic Matt Holland rant that I went on about that one.
Speaking of classic Matt Holland rants, matthollandauthor.com. Plug that.
I do a new story every month, except for November, which is the month that we're currently in now, because I'm sort of
Writers Month.
Balls deep in National
Novel
Writing Month. So I'm not had much time to write anything new, but hopefully there'll be something new and fun in December to look forward to.
Speaking of new and fun, who's ready to quest some D&D?
Dungeons, some dragons.
Hooray! Here comes the music. So set the scene.
After the three of you have left the bandit camp near, what's the name of that town? Wayrest, and you've traveled westwards to like heading towards Adder's Fork, following Flamberge.
Did we take that horse with us, or did he stay behind?
The flamboyant white stallion who is every time you speak to him, Badge, he's moaning about like, oh, my feet are hurting. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? You know, to the point where you don't want to listen to this horse anymore.
Okay, so we're walking, and where are we going? Are we going back?
Well, you were following you found some letters from the guy that you killed, Leopold Carcerius. You found a bunch of his letters, and it said that he was massively in debt to someone who owned a magic shop in Adder's Fork. So you're kind of thinking, and you've also got some magic items that like a ring and a few like staffs and stuff, but none of them have seemed to work. Your entire like since you've left, you're like, either you're not sure how they work or whether they just need batteries, and you guys work in imps and tieflings, so you think IT. So
Yeah.
you think you'd understand. That's a really good joke that like no
Good
one's
riff.
gonna get.
Good
You guys
riff,
just
that,
like
man.
yeah,
Good riff.
yeah.
I got it.
No one's gonna get it. So yeah, so you're traveling along the westward road. The forest kind of falls away behind you.
Okay.
It's dusk and the sun is sinking below the horizon. Up ahead, you can kind of see just a huge like plains of like little bits of trees dotted around, a few rocks. It looks like it's like kind of volcanic activity may have been around here at some point, because there's lots of little nooks and crannies all throughout the whole landmass. And as you look off to the west, you can see just in the distance the lights of a town. You can't make out too much of it because you're quite far away at the moment, but you can see that up ahead.
So the option here, gang, is we keep going forwards towards this town, or we just go the completely opposite direction just to fuck with Matt and what he set aside for us.
What with these?
Let's ask the horse.
Okay. Well, you speak horse. I don't speak horse.
I was like, nay, nay, nay. No, he's saying. Like,
Okay,
don't go back that way.
Don't ask the
That
horse.
way. There's nothing. It's like the world itself has fallen away back there.
Yeah. Okay.
What did he say, Badge? What did he say?
He said, "Do whatever you want."
Oh, okay.
He said, "Do what thou wilt."
Oh, so this is a Satanist horse.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So tell.
Well, personally, I think
Yeah.
we should go onwards.
Okay.
I think we should stop right here, says the horse, and I'm tired. And no one's
Badge, what did
brushed
the
me
horse
in
say?
hours.
No, I'm gonna pull this horse aside and I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck? Like, why are you? What's your deal, man? Do you not like being a horse? A horse is an easy job. It's an easy job."
I'm gonna carry all this. Well, usually I'm carrying like a whole other person, but like, and normally he has like sugar cubes for me. You haven't given me a sugar cube or anything. And normally I've been brushed by people. I'm a mess. I don't like being outside. I don't like being outside anymore.
Matt, you mentioned that since I've leveled up, I can turn into an animal. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Can I turn into a horse?
I don't see why not.
Okay, I'm going to look at this horse and I'm going to say, I'm going to show you how easy your job is, okay?
I'll show you how to horse.
Yeah.
Walk a mile in his horseshoes.
I hope this works. Do you have to roll for it?
You're a horse now.
Oh, he doesn't even have to horse.
Just a horse. Yeah, you're
wait,
a horse.
No, he's a horse. We can't speak horse because Badge is the only one who could speak to animals.
Yeah. So now you sit these two horses go neigh, 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 neigh at each other. I don't know what sound horses make.
Your friend has just turned into a horse and is now just garbling horse nonsense.
Michelle Rodriguez and Snaggletooth, how do you feel about horse badge now being a thing?
Okay, so I'm like, a horse badge. Why did you turn into a horse?
And I'm like,
Flamberge, the horse, still, you can understand. Says, "Why the long face?"
And I make this with my horse face.
He horse shims to the camera.
So
this is so
everything
confusing.
off that other horse onto me.
Right.
But
you've got no. How? You've got no hands. You're a horse.
No, I'm telling you guys to do that.
I don't speak horse.
But you.
Right. So he's trying to convey this to me in horse, which I take as a very threatening tone, and I'm like, whoa, horse badge, what's up?
Flamberge wanders off and he's like chewing on some grass, like, ow, this grass is pointy. I don't like
it. Are you going to try and separate me and Badge from this fight, or are you going to encourage this fight to happen?
No, I think he's talking shit.
Oh, it's on. I take a swing at horse Badge.
Roll me D20, which, the polyhedral guy, yep.
5.
And you add are you just punching the horse?
Just punching a horse. It's an instinct thing.
Punching a horse.
I'm like, whoa, get away from me.
I gotta look up the stats for a horse.
Yeah. Yes,
This
you
is like
do.
Millwall fans on Cup final day.
Horse. There's no stats for a horse in this book. Okay.
Use
Let's
the
just-
nearest
Let's just
quadrupedal.
assume they're quite low because he's not used to being a horse.
It'll be one of these. Don't you worry.
I want to spit at him.
Well, this is interesting horse punching.
I
action.
wasn't prepared for.
I wasn't prepared for a man to turn into a horse in
Matt,
front of me and then attack me.
This game for a month. You would not have expected me to turn into a horse inside 5 minutes.
I don't know what the stats are for a horse, but I'm going to say that you punch the horse in the face.
Bam! Like that.
I'm
Like
gonna
that.
turn back into a person.
And it
Okay.
really hit your hand, Michelle.
Ah,
Look, your
my
hand
hand.
better now.
I'm gonna turn back into a person. Okay.
Okay. What
I'm
the
like-
fuck, dude? Why did you turn into a horse and try and attack me?
Fuck!
What the fuck, you trying to attack me?
I
You
was
were going,
trying to
"Rah, rah, rah."
outhorse that horse.
Ow, horse, the horse. What does that
Yeah,
even
he's
mean?
talking shit. He's like, oh, I don't know about it. And I'm like, let me show you how easy your job is.
Well, why didn't
With
you
the-
convey that to us? It was just
thought
you
it
were
would
over
be
there
obvious.
talking.
Why else would I turn into a horse?
I don't know. Maybe you had like a romantic link between you, and you're gonna make sweet horse love.
No, it was a spite transformation.
This, oh my god, I'm done with this. I'm walking ahead. I see a town in the distance, and I'm thinking there's a bar there. I'm gonna go there.
Presumably,
Okay.
I now can't turn into anything for like 24 hours, right?
I think I'll give you that one for free because I don't know how many.
Okay.
How many...
So I'm going to turn to the guy and go, right, okay, I didn't realize I need to spell this out, but I'm about to turn into a horse.
Are you still
think-
doing this?
Yeah. Upon which, transfer the luggage to me.
How? All right, talk to Snaggletooth because I don't want to be part of this.
So
I'm
if you convey all your actions or all your requests before you turn into
Yeah.
any horse or other equine,
Yes. So once
Creature.
I've conveyed it, I'm like, okay, we got it. So I'm about to turn into a horse and I ain't coming back, okay? I turn
You look
into
around-
a horse again.
Flamberge, the horse is gone.
Oh, for fuck's
One's off.
sake.
You can see like towards the town a little bit, like he's kind of just trotted off towards the town, like just
Well, that was the direction
Randomly.
I was going.
Well, now I'm a horse again. I try and say, climb on and I'll gallop, but obviously they can't understand me. So I'm just like,
Snaggletooth, can you understand his motions?
I don't know, he sounds quite sick. Maybe we should get him to the town to this vet.
Then if that's the reason, that's the direction we're all heading. Then
yeah.
you you head down this road and you can see like there's a load of little rocks around the side of the road. Everyone make me a perception check. That's a D20 plus
5.
your perception skill.
See what my perception skill is.
I don't know what my perception skill
I don't know what mine
is.
The skills are in the they're underneath your saving throws on the character sheet. If you've got a little dot next to it, you've got proficiency in it, so you add your proficiency bonus and your wisdom.
do you
Right.
have my character sheet there, Holland?
Yep.
Can you
Mine's
do it
a-
for me?
So
Mine's
yours
-1. So I have D20 -1. 6, 5.
Wait,
what-
what am I modifying?
perception. So badge, you've got proficiency in perception. That's really hard to say. So you add 5 to your
D20.
D20 roll.
and everyone shout out the number that you've rolled.
So I rolled
I
a
have-
6, so mine's
I've rolled
5.
an 8.
So yours is 12.
No, because I've counted mine in. I rolled,
No,
I rolled
don't-
a 3.
Right, tell me the number you've rolled.
A 3 plus
Okay.
5, which is 8.
Well, this seems like a nice sort of decent place. Until an arrow flies out and hits Michelle Rodriguez in the shoulder.
Ah, my shoulder!
For
If only I was wearing some kind of armor and not a hot lady bikini and leather pants.
you take 6 points of damage, and everyone roll me some initiative, which is a D20 plus your initiative,
I
or
rolled,
D20 plus your dexterity.
I rolled a 6.
A D what did you say?
D20.
I've rolled a 10.
Cool.
And
Right.
the Cthulhu character sheet is so much easier to navigate.
You'll get used to it.
13.
Cool.
But I can't remember what my dexterity thing is. It was +1, but I have an advantage in it now. I think.
It's yours is +1.
Yep.
So you don't add anything to it. And I'm going to roll for these arrow wielding motherfuckers. Who. So it's +2. Oh, they rolled 20, so that's good.
Oh.
So they go first.
So I've just been hit by an arrow, and at this point I would be saying something along the lines of, "Ah, there's an arrow in me! Ah!" And I hide for cover behind Badge the horse because he's quite large.
It's a good strategy. As you like the arrow hits Michelle Rodriguez, a load of little guys with bows start popping out of the cover of darkness and start
Holy shit! Little guys with bows.
There's 4 goblins appear and start shooting at you. So I'm going to make an attack roll against all 3 of you, plus 1 extra one against Michelle Rodriguez because they smell blood. 7. That's a miss. So they miss Snaggletooth. 3. They miss Michelle Rodriguez the first time.
Oh,
13. Sure, armor class.
I'm a big target here.
Oh, it misses Badge. So. And the final one, Michelle Rodriguez, at 7. So they come out of the rocks firing at you, and then all 4 of the arrows miss, but they're still coming towards you. Snaggletooth.
How far away are they?
Like 20 feet.
I've got a pike, haven't I? Can I try and poke them with the pike?
Awesome.
Just kabag those little bitches.
Roll a d20 and you add your I've got like your stats, but like
shit.
each time I click the wrong one. So you add 5 plus 2, I think, is your.
Yeah.
You add 7 to your attack roll.
Yeah. So 2 plus 7 is 9.
You come out with your pike and you jab at one of the goblins. And he just kind of twists out the way and dodges. Who's next? Got a bunch of different windows open. Badge, you're up next. Badge horse.
I look at Michelle Rodriguez and I try and convey. Jump on my back and we'll bum rush him.
Okay. I see this in the horse's eyes. I have no idea what he's saying to me. I'm like, I don't know what this is. But I grab hold of him anyway because I'm trying to like wrestle him as a human shield and use him to cover me. So inadvertently, I've gone along with his plan, and I am now on top of him.
So he's clambered on top, and I'm gonna rush him.
You rush him. Make me an attack roll then. It's a D20 plus your. I don't know what your horse stats are, so I'm gonna say you add +2 to it. There's no stats for horses in there. Look.
15.
Sweet. Their armor class is lower than that, so I'm gonna say you do 1d12 with your horse, massive horse feet.
Oh, I'm still on top of this going, what the fuck is happening?
With a fresh wound.
So where do you get?
Was my roll?
It's Quinny.
What do you want me to do?
Roll a d12 for the damage and add 2 to it.
13.
13. You splatter one of the goblins like completely. So he's been squished.
Eat the shit off my hooves, you goblin prick.
And you just hear.
Yeah.
So are you rushing through them?
Yeah.
Make me a dexterity saving throw, which
on
is
a horse rage.
I have 2 dexterity.
So you just d20 plus your dexterity.
I have rolled a 4.
Okay, as you're trotting forward, you hit something. You hear a spring cut of like a twang noise, and a bear trap slaps down on one of your horse legs.
Oh no!
And you take. Ah, shit. I've lost the dice. That was a hell of an impression.
The
Like,
suspense.
you take 4 points of
Oh.
piercing damage in your horse form, which I still don't know what that actually is.
Did you say 4?
He said 4.
4, yeah.
So I'm down to 14.
And
I think what everyone wants to know is, what does this mean for Rochelle Rodriguez, who is
Yeah.
riding on the back of this horse?
I book you right the fuck off.
Oh no!
you can. So what are you gonna do?
Well,
Rochelle Rodriguez.
Too many
I've been-
things have been placed upon me.
I've been booked off this horse. I've got an arrow in me, and now how many goblins are surrounding me?
There are 3 of them.
There's 3 left.
One of them is
Okay.
pasted on the bottom of Quinny's horse form.
Okay,
Or horse shoes.
so there's 3 alive.
Yeah, and they're all kind of converging around you.
Okay, so can I try and reason with them?
Give it a go. Can you speak?
Yeah,
Goblin?
because
Oh yeah,
they're
you
there.
can. You're
And I
the
tell
widow
them,
of a goblin.
listen, I'm a friend of the goblin. I was married to a goblin. We had a loving relationship for many years. Whatever this is, we can look past it. We can all look past it.
One of the goblins says, drop your money and your weapons, and then we'll let you go.
Okay, that's cool. And I tell the guys, I say, guys, stand down.
Stand
We're all
down. I'm on
friends
the
here.
fucking floor. One of my hoofs is in a bear trap.
Okay. Yes, that is a very noisy horse. I know. Try living with him.
Quinny horse is just like, nay.
I'm like this. I'm kicking about. My gigantic horse dong is just flailing in the air.
So, have I got much to give them? Is it worth giving me them? Is it worth me giving them just to end this
all
trouble?
all your money and weapons, that's like
That's a lot of stuff.
it's a lot of that's like all your stuff basically. That's what they're asking
Okay,
I
so
say bites, personally.
I'm gonna like say, okay, so this is my sword. Do you want this?
Both the swords, the crossbow, all your money, and the horse. We'll take the horse too. Why not?
Okay, sure, yeah. But for the sake of an action movie pun, when I show you the sword and I say, "Do you want this?" Can you answer in the affirmative?
Yes, we want the sword.
Okay. Here you go, you goblin fuck! So that's right above my head.
You're gonna hit him with the sword.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I'm just gonna show him it in the light and then give it to him. Yeah.
Let me have it. So give me an attack roll,
20.
and you add 6 to it.
So I have rolled an 11.
And you add 6, so that's 17. So yeah, you hit. And then damage-wise, it's 1d6, which is the square guy, and you add 4 to that.
3.
And you add 4 to it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Cool. So as you're like showing him the horse, you show him the horse. Why am I saying horse? You show him the sword so hard through his face that you like splatter his brains.
So I split him in twain.
Yep.
So
he's dead.
right down the middle. So then there's 2
more.
more.
They are going to book it. They're going to leg it.
Yeah, I would too.
As they leave, both Quinny and Liam, you can get a attack opportunity on them to hit
How
them as
can
they're
I get
leaving.
an attack opportunity? Bear trap.
Just bash it with one of your hooves.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and kick out mule style. Just mule kick the fuck out of them. One of them.
Just bear in mind you're a horse. You've got 4 legs, so you can kind of.
Yeah.
So one of them saw like
What do you
kick him
need
with the
me
other
to
one.
roll?
So what'd you get?
What do you need me to roll?
D20 plus 2.
18, motherfuckers. No, 20.
Like a natural 20?
No, 18 plus my modifier.
Okay. Yeah. So you then roll D12 plus 2 again.
So much dice.
4.
4. He has.
Tell me the number that you've rolled, though, Quinny.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Oh, well, I've rolled 2 plus.
Just tell me that part for the graphic.
Okay.
So
It's
you
like
hit
you
4.
just
So
need to watch these.
you bash one of the goblins, but he still manages to leg it. And the other one, Michelle Rodriguez, you get to attack one as well.
I choose not to attack them, man.
Okay.
They are running away, and I say, "Tell your friends, don't fuck with Michelle Rodriguez."
They are legging it.
Okay.
So they're running.
Going into shock.
So at this point, I'm going to take Snaggletooth aside to the horse on the floor, and I'm saying, You know what we do with horses with a broken leg.
I've seen that black curtain at Aintree.
It's a responsibility as horse owners that we have to follow through with, because it's no life for a horse. At this point, I assume that horse badge is protesting rigorously.
Could we
this moment to turn back into a person? If that's okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we not have to roll to decide what we're going to do about the situation before he gets to decide what he does?
Could we try putting his leg in a splint? Would that work on a
It's
horse?
cruel to the animal, Snaggletooth. It's just cruel to the animal.
Motherfucker.
So I'm wiping the goblin blood off my sword.
Yep.
At this point, Badger's got time to do what he wants to do before I get in there and do my thing.
So Badger, you're gonna
I'd like to revert to my human.
Oh, I'm at the tip. It's almost sparkly. Wait, is it? Does he successfully revert?
Yep.
Oh,
back
Badge!
to-
It's
back to
you!
now.
I'm just like on the floor, like, you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. I knew what you were. You motherfuckers.
Where were you, man? You like disappeared, and then this horse appeared from nowhere.
Tell me that other horse didn't say. Just tell me that other horse didn't say.
That other horse is
What a bad job I did as a horse.
well, the horse is like looking, and he's like, you don't have your spell cast anymore because you changed to a horse and back, but he's laughing at you. He's like, he thinks he's so good at being a horse. Not easy being me.
The whole point was to show him how easy it was to be a horse.
And you like immediately like stepped in a bear trap. So these goblins have scarpered, and you notice that the road ahead of you is like littered with these bear traps all over the, like, as if someone's like laid out traps for people.
That's
Can I-
peculiar.
Could I use this danger sense thing to lead the party through this maze of bear traps?
Using the owl noggin.
Well, you can, now that you can kind of see them, you can do that. You can kind of lead
Oh, we
them
can
through.
see them.
Yeah, you can see these bear traps. But are you like leading the
I'd say that's a
the
good
leading
idea.
squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Snaggletooth's in the front. I'll be in the middle, grabbing onto his belt, and because Quinny's injured, he can take up the rear because that's when they get
So
picked off.
someone's going to
first
get
and
my
stuff.
arm out of this bear trap first, right?
He's walking along with a bear trap on the end of your arm.
Okay, so he's been released from the bear trap. Do we need to
Yeah.
roll, or is he just?
No,
fine?
I'll say it's fine.
Yeah, okay. So
It's done its
we're,
job.
we're walking through the thing and I'm like, hey, this kind of reminds me of the other time I was in an elephant walk situation a few episodes ago. With the goblin dicks. Guys.
Snaggletooth, make a dexterity saving throw.
So what
You do that-
dice is that?
You roll, because you've got advantage on like dexterity
Yeah.
saving throws, you roll 2 d20s and add your dexterity bonus to it.
So dexterity's +1. So first D20 is 11,
Cool. So
11.
it's a 12.
and second one's a 14.
Cool. So like as you put your foot down on this, like you think you're leading everyone through the bear traps, and it's like you think you've got it, and then you put your foot down on like a piece of the road, and that bit of road falls away completely, and you just manage to dodge back just in time. And as you dodge back, you hear like from the trees all around you just like screaming and like a war cry, and 6. They look like the little guys you saw before, but like they're a bit taller, and they've got shields and swords, and they like
Jesus.
come out like one on each corner, it's like one on each point surrounding you, banging the swords against their shields.
Yes. So suddenly going the opposite direction from the town into the infinite nothingness isn't such a bad idea, is it? Yeah. Maybe we should listen to Michelle Rodriguez and her crazy world exploring ideas next time. Like, shields up, fellas! Come on, let's survive this shit.
Snaggletooth, what are you doing? I'm keeping
My
the same
skills are
initiative.
pretty much hurting things. Are we going to try and reason with them? The other ones didn't reason. Actually, they just wanted all our stuff. Let's attack them.
Yeah, they've got no reason to reason with
They
us.
don't
We're very
watch
vulnerable
the
here.
talkies, do they?
How far away are they?
There's like 6 of them, and they're each like 30 feet away. So you could
30
get to
feet?
one. You could get to one and attack if you wanted to.
Yeah. Can I charge one with the axe?
Yep. Make an attack roll, which is a d20 plus
D20.
What's your
+5.
Your axe is plus
So,
7. So it's
D20
D20 plus 7.
is 12. So
You get
that'd be
19.
19. Yep.
So you get one, and then you roll a D12 plus
Wonk.
5.
D12, 6. Then +5 is 11.
So you hit one, and he like catches it on the shield, but your axe kind of goes right through and like hits him in the arm. But he's still standing. Like the shield kind of helped him out a little bit.
Rough bastard.
So who is next on the initiative? It is. There we go. Badge, what are you doing?
I've had a very long day. Christ on a bike. What are my options? Let me have
You've
a look.
got magic. Throw magic at them.
You got like 2 flavors of fire spells you can use on them if you want to know as well.
What were the 2 flavors?
You had like produce flame, which is like you can like conjure a ball of flame and throw it, or you can firebolt, which is actually like you just lash a firebolt at them, which does a bit more damage.
What was the thing I did where I summoned a bolt of lightning?
Thunderwave.
Am I able to do that at this moment in time?
You could maybe get to one of them and do it to one of them, but they're kind of spread out a little bit, like they were waiting for you almost. So you could only really get one of them.
Are we in a wooded area though? Are they near the wooded trees?
There's a few trees, yeah.
Are they near the trees though?
Yeah.
So if I go to one of the trees, summon a lightning bolt, that will start a forest fire.
Why don't you
There's
choose
not that many-
fire?
There's not that many trees around that you could like set a forest fire up because they're like kind of spread out and they're quite sparse. But...
When am I going to be able to start a forest fire? Okay.
You're an excellent druid.
Thank you.
Being rained by arrows at this point, it was like, not now, Badge! Just do something!
Hey, I'm going to shoot a firebolt at the nearest one to me, but like really tiredly, just like... like John McClane in like the second to third act of Die Hard 3, where he's just like, I'm so fucking done with this. It started with me on the streets of Harlem. I'm now on a boat. I'm just like,
So roll me a d20 plus 5, which is your spell attack.
Okay. Ooh, I have rolled a 20, and then plus my 5, it's a 25.
You rolled a 20.
20.
Cool. That's a crit. So roll a d10. Which looks kind of like this.
Plus anything?
You don't add the proficiency. No, it's just a d10, but you roll it twice because you got a crit.
8 and 8, 16. 2 8s.
So you hit him with a firebolt, and like he tries to put a shield up, and the firebolt goes right through the shield and leaves like a burning hole in the middle of him. That looks down like and collapses to one side.
Nice.
And I'm like, you guys do the rest.
Michelle Rodriguez, you've got what are you gonna do?
I don't really have any good range stuff, do I? So I'm gonna have to like just bolt at them with my swords again.
You've got a crossbow if you want to use that, or you can use a sword.
How many enemies have we got left here?
There is still 5 of them left. There's like
Jesus.
The one that Badge set on fire is gone.
Okay.
The one that Snaggletooth's kind of clobbered one hard enough to like do some damage, but there's still 4 of them like circling in around.
Do I have anything that can attack multiple people?
No, I think you've just got stuff that goes like one at a time.
Yeah. So fuck it. I'm gonna have to rush in there with my sword and just hack away at them.
Which one are you going for?
Closest one to me.
Cool. So that'll be the same one that Snaggletooth is kicking the shit out of, which is
Teamwork,
quite cool.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. So make an attack roll, which is d20 plus 6 if you're using your sword.
18.
Sweet, that's a hit. And because Snaggletooth is there as well, you get your sneak attack bonus as well. So you roll 2d6 plus 4.
2d6.
Yep.
5. 1.
So 6 plus. Oh, he's super dead. So as Snaggletooth kind of hits him, you kind of slip in and just jab him under the ribs and finish him off.
Is that like the loathsome dog you are, mistress?
Is there any way you can do like a late 80s tag team move, like a doomsday device or a heart attack?
Yes, I totally do that. The So there's now left. There's 4. There's 2 left on each side. So 2
Okay.
of them come rushing at Snaggletooth and Michelle Rodriguez.
And
2
we're
of them
back
come
to
for
back at this
Badge.
point.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make an attack roll against starting with Snaggletooth. So 16 plus 7, 16 plus 1 is 17. So that's a hit.
Get axed, fella.
What are they using? 1d8 plus 1. So it does 8 points of damage to Snaggletooth and Michelle Rodriguez. You're gonna get
Rodriguez.
that's a wild miss. So it comes
Oh,
running
no.
in, and you like duck underneath. And 2 are going for Badge because they saw you cast some spells, so they want to get you out the way as soon as possible. One of them rolls a 4 and misses entirely. Another one gets a 16, which is a hit, I believe.
Oh.
Not having a good day so far. And does 7 points of damage to you.
Okay. Okay.
And as these hobgoblins rush forward and start attacking you, you can see more people with shields coming out from the road
Oh
behind
my
you,
God.
Right, I'm down to 7.
banging their swords against their shields.
Is it too late to run away?
Yeah, can we?
You've
Can we
got a road ahead that like leads towards the town, and like the road behind you is now suddenly is like swarming with these guys.
Can we?
Run away?
It's
Yeah,
your
can
turn,
I? Or can we?
Snaggletooth.
Yeah, can we try and get the 2 somethings? I can't remember if they were goblins or halflings or what.
Hobgoblins,
Can we?
these guys.
Yeah. That's it.
So there's
Can
2
we
of them near you at the moment, but more of them on the way.
Can we try and get them off Badge? Because he's like low on health.
I'm a fan of this plan.
Are you running to Badge?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you, Snaggletooth.
Actually, can I use?
Always been a good friend.
If I use the rage, will I hit Badge as well?
Because Badge can't take that shit, so that's an important one.
When you're raging, it's like you're really, really angry, but you're angry at the guy rather than your
Okay.
actual friend. So you're going to rage and attack him.
Yeah, can we rage and attack?
As you run away, one of the hobgoblins swings for you and misses. So you can make an attack on the ones attacking Badge.
Cool. Can I use the Morning Stars? Because I've got 2 of them.
Sweet, yeah. You make 2 attack rolls with it.
Yep. So is that
The-
D20s or D12s?
D20s to hit. Your first one you add 7, and your second one you add 2.
So
'cause it's in your offhand.
first one, 18. So
Sweet,
plus
to hit.
7, 25. Second roll, a 3.
So your first one hits, so roll a d8 plus 5 to do your damage.
D8, 3.
Cool. So you bash him, but he's like... Actually, no, you add 2 more. So it's 5. Cool, so you bash him and like club him to the ground, but he's still kind of standing. Or still kind of alive. And then... Badge, what are you doing?
So who's alive and immediately around me?
There's 2 of them near you. One of them, the Snaggletooth, just come in and just clobbered and done a ton of damage to. Another one that's still standing and jabbing at you with a sword.
Do I have any type of knife or thing?
Yes, I think
My
you do.
scimitar.
Your scimitar, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab the one that Snaggletooth just kind of fucked up, right? Who's still
Yep.
alive, right?
Oh, he's still alive.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab him by the back, hold my scimitar to his mouth, and be like, "Everyone, back the fuck up! Everyone, back the fuck up!" Okay?
Make a strength. You can roll your strength or dexterity and add your proficiency to it. So you add 4 if you make an attack roll.
So what am I rolling plus 4?
D20.
I have rolled a 16, which with the 4 becomes 20.
Yeah. So you grab him by the throat and like get your scimitar to his neck,
Yeah.
and you're like, back off.
Everyone chill the F out, okay? Everyone chill the F out.
Can you speak? You can't speak Goblin, can you? Or
No,
are
I'm the
you
only
saying
goblin
that in
speaking.
common?
Michelle Rodriguez can speak Goblin.
Translate. Translate for
Okay.
you.
I am translating, and he is saying, "Back the fuck up, guys."
Just leave it. Just leave us all your money and weapons, and then
This
we'll
shit again.
leave you alone.
No, listen, I spared 2 of you fuckers before. I'm not in the mood to spare anyone else. Look, this is mutually assured destruction. Do you want that guy to die down there?
I'll do it. Tell him I'll do it.
He'll do it. This
We don't
guy is
care.
crazy.
Okay,
Tell him this.
we-
Okay, tell him this. Look at me.
Badge,
You know I'm loco.
Badge, they're saying they don't care. This is a really bad plan. Goblins are synonymous for not caring about other goblins.
As you're like saying all this stuff, you can hear armored footsteps coming
the
your
army's
way,
coming close.
and from the town you can see some guys in plate mail armor and swords coming charging your direction.
So we're getting
The humans coming.
the
to-
humans are coming to support us. Okay, and now I'm saying to the goblins, look, humans, okay, back the fuck up.
The goblins start backing away.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
And like the guys in plate armor just swarm on them and start like
Oh,
bashing them
fuck.
away. One of the lads in the plate armored guys is like a tall, like slightly chubby, older guy with a thick moustache. Like, are you guys okay?
Well, fucking eventually, yeah. What took you so long? Jesus Christ!
What are you doing on the road? It's not safe at the moment.
How else do we get from town to town?
Ideally, we
horse?
don't really leave the town at the moment.
Well, let's around here talking about this with goblins everywhere.
need-
Let's get the fuck out of here.
You guys you guys hurt? You're injured? You need medical
No, we're
attention?
fine.
I
No
am
one's been injured
injured.
at all. Let's just keep
I'm
going.
intensely injured.
Don't listen to him. Just take
Come
us
on.
back to your town.
I'm like delirious, so I looked at him and was like, I was a horse today.
He's bleeding everywhere.
Can we go to your town, please? Our
Come on,
friend
come with
is
us, come.
very mad and shit. It's all right.
You mentioned something about being a horse. Is that like?
Don't pay any attention to him. He's
Before we go, like I get the governor, I'm like, whew. I turn him around, I'm like, whew, that nearly got crazy there. You okay? Okay. You okay?
Finish him off.
And like he leans up and he goes, why?
I had so much I wanted to do.
Matt, to the townsfolk, do they find that like scary, or do they think, oh, this guy is legit?
I mean, they're pretty happy that you
Yeah,
killed a goblin.
Yeah, they don't like goblins, do they? Okay, so we
like,
curried their favor.
Yeah.
And it's like they lead you into the town.
You're welcome.
The guy's name is so we're out of combat now.
Yeah.
You've done pretty
Wiping
well.
all the goblin blood
Badge
off.
is-
I've
you.
lost
yeah.
like a third of my health.
We got into more shit on a public road than we did invading an enemy camp. What is with this place, man?
It's not safe at the moment.
They're not getting a good TripAdvisor review, whatever
No,
country
they are
we're
not.
in.
They'll be not until me.
That leads you into the town. Who's the town? I have named. You're the one who didn't name the town. The town is called. This is Windscar. We're we're kind of in the middle of this at the moment, but we've not really sent anyone out for a while because the goblin, like the hobgoblins and goblins, have taken over both ends of the road. And we're
Yeah,
kind
we
of a bit
know.
cut off. Yeah, it's really not safe.
Good sir, is there a place of lodging that me and my weary companions can rest for the night and regain some health points?
There's an inn in the town. If I can lead you towards it.
That's great. Okay, but do they take orcs because we've got an orc? You know what some places are like.
Totally fine. The
Okay,
magistrate
so-
of the town. The
Cool.
magistrate of the town's a half orc as well.
Oh, right,
we're
This
I-
is truly a
accepting of
progressive
everybody.
town.
I take the snaggletooth and I go, hey, a magistrate!
Yeah.
Ooh,
See,
right?
people can do anything.
Okay, so the town is it's quite it's a medium-sized town. There's there's a couple of people on the streets as you were led like by the guy introduced himself as Sheriff Alain,
Sheriff Elaine.
and he says it's a family name. It's a
Where's
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
You got a problem?
No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Like you grew a moustache, you know. So,
You're a very masculine man.
yeah, that's what I thought. He leads you towards an inn named the Inn of
The inn, okay.
It's
the
called-
inn called the
it's just-
inn
Go
of-
it's
to the
called-
inn.
the Inn.
there's no other inn, so there's no need to.
Yeah, fair
Well,
enough.
there's the inn, and then there's the other inn. You don't want to go there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a lot of dairy farmers.
It's
in
like
there.
there's multiple post office, but they're all called the post office.
Yeah.
It's not that weird when you think about it.
I think we've got bigger problems than the names of places that we're staying at. Yeah.
So he sort of leads you inside. There's a few people at the bar.
Bar.
Yeah.
Drinks for me and my
yeah.
friends.
Michelle Rodriguez, you still have an arrow wound at this point. You've not patched that up.
Drink it better.
Yep, drinking it away. 3 tequilas. Anybody
Yeah.
else want anything? Oh, it's a classic, but seriously, give me my alcohol.
They pour you out like some drinks, and I am like super unprepared, so I've not named anybody.
Okay, that's fine.
Like just bear with me one sec because I
Gavin,
have my nose.
Dave,
I'm talking to
Smith,
one of the guys
Lorraine.
Bill.
that led us in, and
Okay.
I'm like, and the other thing you don't realize about being a horse that's galloping is that you got to take all your weight on one of those 4 legs. So if you lose even one leg, you are fucked.
So
we
Badge is clearly delirious from the loss of blood.
He's not well.
More credit than they get.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Or a vet.
Or a vet? A psychologist?
Let me tell you something.
A horse psychologist.
Different story.
yeah, good stuff, Badge. Is there a doctor that can take care of this guy?
I'll say like you can like after a night's rest you can kind of recover all your hit points again.
Right, Badge, you
Sleep
go
it
to
off.
bed. You sleep it off. Me and Snaggletooth are going to stay up at the bar telling stories.
I hope
Swapping
Michelle
war stories.
Rodriguez.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I'm like,
Pushing him away.
I'm really worried that my penis hasn't reverted.
I'm gonna roll for that. See if it.
I'm not playing the rest of this game if he has a horse cock ball. I'm not. I
It's gone
can't.
back to normal.
Okay. Thank fuck
I
for
roll
that.
for it. Can't really elephant walk with it now.
Okay.
Okay. Good night. See ya.
During the night
guy.
as you get drunk and swap stories with Snaggletooth, and like you sort of hear the rumors that like all the towns, all the roads leading to Adder's Fork have been blocked by hobgoblins and goblins. Like they've never seen this many sort of attacking at once. It's been they've always been kind of around in the hills, but they've kind of kept themselves to themselves, and now they seem organized and like aggressive and ready to just like every time they head out with like supplies and stuff, the supply wagons get attacked, so they're very much like on their last legs. And it doesn't help that the town itself is a mining town. There's an old iron mine within the town that like had a collapse, and loads of people have died in there recently, so they are like quite worried in general.
What a fun town we've ended up in.
Yeah.
Great atmos at this bar.
We're hoping that the barman introduced himself as Frank the barman, Frank the tank, and he says, we've tried to send pigeons out to Adder's Fork and to the gnomes up north, but we think that the hobgoblins like shooting the birds out the sky. They seem to be trying to cut us off from our supply lines completely, and we don't really have much left. Like the magistrates kept a few, like seems to have got like food stored up, but we just don't have the people to mount any kind of counterattack. We're pretty much trapped here, so we're all drinking pretty hard.
I say to Frank the tank. I say to Frank the tank. I say, well, sounds like what you need is a group of heroes. Good night, and then I go to bed.
Do you know any?
I can't hear you. I'm going to bed.
A messenger pigeon did recently turn up from World War II that was just late, so it's kind of racist that they're immediately going, "Oh, trolls." So.
Well, you know,
is it racist that you're referring to them as trolls rather than goblins?
The same to you, are they? Is there anyone in this crew that is not racist against some kind of mythical race of people?
Yeah, listen, trolls
fantasy
are
racists.
It doesn't matter. You still wouldn't let your daughter marry one.
Ooh.
The halflings are the worst, though.
Well, it's like they sent these pigeons out. Like the pigeons were tweeting, and they just got tore apart by trolls. So
hey,
yeah,
waka waka.
Put all of this out because we'll get cancelled.
I'm in bed now. So is Snaggletooth stayed up listening to this shit, or has he had enough of it as well?
It's up to Snaggletooth. You You gonna hang out at the bar some more, or
Yeah, can we find out who else is in the town? Like, we've got the magic weapons that need like batteries or some shit.
Doing some recon.
we don't have any magic to speak of in the town. We've always been quite superstitious about that. Like myself, I don't mind too much, but I don't know. We haven't seen a wizard or a sorcerer come through here in at least as long as I've been alive here.
So
The
he's
only person-
insulting Badge now as well.
No, says if you want to help the magistrates offering 100 like 50 gold pieces per like dead goblin if you wanted to go hunting, or
We're
I've
owed
heard
like
that-
150 in back payments because we already killed some.
Yeah, we'll go. Can we rest up and go and see the magistrate in the morning once we've got like hit points back?
Sounds good. Yeah, everyone gets their hit points back again.
Are we all in bed now?
You're all going to bed.
Up
Well, that
to
sounds
what?
like-
It's on 7.
That sounds like a good point for an episode break.
Hey,
Cool.
hey.